Portland's home to many brews, lots of well-owned coffee shops. Why should we come into yours?
I mean, it's not just about coffee. With Above Ground, Above Ground is community-based. Like, for me, like, I'm big on community. And I feel like that plays a big factor at Above Ground. And we're young, we motivate the youth at Above. The guys that work, the people that have worked at Above and the people that work at Above are in school. They're young. They learn about entrepreneurship. They gain a lot of great skills outside of just making coffee. They learn how to communicate with customers. They learn how to network with people. They meet all types of people, lawyers, engineers, whatever you can think of. People come in, we ask questions. Hey, what do you do for work? You just have conversations with them. And, especially like my guy, Ridwan, he's met a lot of people. He's in college at PSU. And so he's going to school for accounting, I think. Okay. And so, like, for him, it's like he plays a big role at Above, Like, I got this thing I like to say, like, whatever Ridwan says goes, It's like what Riddy says goes.
There we go.
When I'm not around or when I'm around, like, there's times Ridwan tells me, like, yo, nah, we're not going that route. We're going here. And he's telling me this. And I'm like, all right, Ridwan, you got it. Like,
they literally, they just literally told me, because I was trying to do something like with the thumbnail, and I was like, we got to do this, and he was like, no. And then I was like, he's like, double check with RJ, and he literally was like, no. And I was like, I gotta trust my team.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, there's been so many times he'll call me and tell me, like, yo, this needs to be done, this, can you get it done? And I'd be like, yeah, I got you. Like, yep. And I hit him like, yo, I just did this, and this. Because, it's like we have that relationship where I trust him. You know what I mean? Like, I trust, like, it's been times I've left and I'm like, yeah, call me, let me know, check with me as far as other people go. But it's been times where I'm like, yo, like, he's running the show, like, he's like, even like when I've had previous like business partners and stuff, and I'm like, yo, Ridwan, you got the hat. It's your show. And he's like, I already know.
He
like,
be peeping the bullshit.
He already knows. He already knows, and it's like, and he's gonna go 110%.
I wonder if I would pass his test.
Oh yeah, no, he's super cool.
Okay, okay.
No, like, see, the thing about him is like, there's no way you don't like him though. That's the thing. He's a real, like, genuine person though. Like, he doesn't do stuff for clout. He doesn't want recognition. He doesn't want his face, or like, he doesn't care about none of that. He like pure heart. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when he was like this tall. And I used to take him to McCoy Park. He couldn't go. He couldn't. I think he said I was the first person to ever take him to McCoy Park, because I don't think his mom would let him go. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when the first time I think he went to the park. Like you know what I mean? Like, he's been always just a genuine nice person. Like, for real. Like, it takes a lot for him not to get along with you, not to be able to work with you or anything like that. Like, he like super dope.
Now, that's what I can say about these guys over here. Very, very genuine, kind-hearted people. I will say this, sometimes they think they funny.
Right.
But I would say, push come to shove, I will put my life in their hands. And I would just say this, people don't forget, like, the kindness you give. And, like, I think he will never forget that, because you trusted him. You're like, you can come to the park with me. We got this. That's so important. Which brings me to really quickly when it comes to the shop, right? Because you just talked about an important team member that makes a shop, and you know a team makes a shop, but also the product. And I'm just curious if Keith Leaf or one of these top food influencer people, like what on the menu would you say that they got to try?
You know, I got something to say actually.
Ooh.
Because, you know, when he was in town, we were closed. We were closed and relocating from our downtown building. Mm-hmm. And I was so hurt because I was like, I seen people tagging him, go check this out, go. And then I think he said something about going to get matcha from somewhere. And I was like, bro, if he would have went to the shop and met Ridwan, and like, I was like, we would have been so lit. I was so devastated. So, I mean, this for the town, our people. If he ever comes back into town, let's make that happen.
Make it happen.
Let's make
it happen. So, what would you serve him up?
I mean, most definitely. I mean, he would.
An MVP?
The MVP, yeah. I was about to say. The MVP. You know, the MVP, for sure. The MVP. Or that tiramisu latte is going crazy. I'm not going to lie.
Whose idea was that?
What Ridwan said.
I was about to say what Ridwan.
Yeah, Riddy says go. He's a genius. Okay. The cookie butter latte. What Riddy says goes.
Oh, dang.
He's a genius.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Tiramisu, like I've heard of it like a cheesecake, but tiramisu latte.
Oh, we got some cheese. We got some stuff. We got some stuff. I'm telling you, we got some. We've definitely came up with some. I done came up with some cold drinks, but when it, like Riddy, he's came up with like he's cold.
Hey, shout out to you. I'm gonna make sure I get the spelling correct because this will be a clip. Rwan, this will be a clip. I personally, for me, whatever you say, go for you.
Whatever he's like Young Thug said, whatever Lil Baby says goes. That's what I be saying about Riddy. Whatever he says goes.
Okay.
Like literally, he said whatever Wham says goes.
Oh, there like, we go. Origins.
Whatever Riddy says goes.
Okay.
So that's like, and then you know what's crazy about him, like there's like they like people come like bro like it's hard to explain like making the drink is one thing, but he takes his passion serious. Like when it comes to making a drink and like the customer tasting every ounce of coffee and every ounce of flavor and like the milk, the espresso, the syrup, you know what I mean? Like he's made house-made stuff that's fire, you know what I mean?
And you need someone like that in the business where, like, it's like someone has to geek about like the business side. Someone has to geek about the hospitalities, and like you just need someone. So it's just really good to like hear that because I'll be thinking about that stuff because when you're air quotes like CEO, the top dog, whatever. Yeah. Yes, you have to be able to do and jump into anything, but you got to have the specialist. Like there's certain things that they've taught me that I'm like forever grateful for, but like there's a reason why you do that well. You do that because it's just like they care. So no, I appreciate that.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but like Microsoft, like, you know, the idea was brought up by a few people, right?
Oh, I don't know. They probably know more.
With Microsoft, the idea was brought in by a few people.
For the operating system or?
For just Microsoft, the like deal, like you know what I mean? Like
the company and
the company, in general. It was brought in.
I think it was brought in by a few people because I think it has like the same base as like the original Apple computers back in the day.
Okay, so scratch that. Let's go with Apple. Apple
had more people?
Was bought so it was created by the guy, what's his name? Who's the founder of Apple?
Steve.
I don't know, Steve Ballmer's just part of the finance group. He's not the creator of it.
Okay. But that's my point. He's not the creator,
Jobs,
right?
Jobs.
Yeah, Steve Jobs. Steve
He
Jobs.
was CEO during the 90s, 2000s.
Steve Jobs?
Yeah, I don't think he actually founded the company. He was fired from it.
So Steve Jobs, so Jobs, Ballmer, they were all involved in Apple, right?
Yeah.
And then there's the founder of Apple.
Yeah.
So my point is, the founder didn't produce the whole iOS system, Apple, like he didn't do everything on his own. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's still his product, but he didn't do everything on his own. It takes groups of tech people and a lot of technology and, you know, all types of different things to get put together for it to be the product that it is today.
No.
And so that's what I mean with like owning a business. And it's like, if I was the only person there working and I was like coming up with all the ideas and doing, you know, it wouldn't be as authentic. You know what I mean? If it was just a one man show, you know what I mean? And that's what I don't. I don't.
Actually want to
Fact check. He's gonna fact check us.
Yeah, it was Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne. Jobs was fired a few years into founding the company with those three guys.
Okay.
So.
No,
You could get fired from a company you found.
Yeah, the other two founders and the board of directors
Had
and
more
the CEO
percentages?
did not like him.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
I thought that was not possible because my ex-business partner, he said that we fired him supposedly, but I was like, how can I fire you from you walked away? But, you know, that's another story.
well,
Yeah.
well.
I didn't think that was possible. I argued that for days. I was like, how could you get fired from a business you found with me? Like, you know, like, I don't get it. But, and we're a small, tiny, small business. But,
Well, speaking about business, I want to make sure I say this correctly. Now,